All right, good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to be taking a look at rotations, specifically rotations in the coordinate plane. Okay, and so our objectives will be to draw rotations in the coordinate plane. Okay, as the direction of rotation can be either clockwise or counterclockwise, we're going to assume that all rotations are counterclockwise. So the opposite way a clock spins, unless stated otherwise. Okay. So rotations in the coordinate plane, guys, there's going to be three types of rotations, and they're all going to be counterclockwise rotations. Okay, there's a 90-degree rotation, and what I want you guys to focus on is the symbols here. Okay, if you start with a point X, Y, and you want to rotate it 90 degrees about the origin, you are going to flip the ordered pair. So that y value is going to be first, and you're going to change the sign of that y value. Not necessarily is it always going to be negative, but you're going to change the sign. And then the x coordinate, that's going to become your new y coordinate. Okay, so guys, they've got an example of that here. So the 0.52, if they wanted to rotate it 90 degrees, okay, the point P prime was -2, 5. That y value there became the x value here. We changed the sign, we made it negative. And then the x value became the new y value. So flip the ordered pair and then changed the sign. Okay? Because we're going to have a 180-degree rotation. Again, I want you guys focusing in on the symbols here. Okay? This one, you just change the sign of both terms, the x and the y term. So again, if you start with P being 5, 2, okay, and you want to rotate it 180 degrees, P prime becomes -5, -2, and you can see that on the graph. All right, the last one would be our 270-degree rotation. Guys, and symbols, you're going to flip the ordered pair and then change the sign of the second one. Okay, so again, P is 5, 2. You want to go 270 about the origin. P prime is going to be flip the ordered pair, so 2, 5, and change the sign, so 2, -5. And you can see that graph here. That'd be a 270-degree rotation. Okay, so we'll use those rules, because you can think of these kind of as rules for rotating in the coordinate plane. So if we go to 2 here, back side of the notes, triangle PQR has vertices at 1, 1, 4, 5, and 5, 1. Okay, I'm going to write all those points down here, because this is something I would encourage you guys to get in the habit of. I'm sure you've seen me do it on examples. I always write the points down, and then I kind of write what the translation is going to be. This is going to be a rotation 90 degrees. Okay. So let's plot our points now. P is 1, 1. Q is 4, 5. And then we've got the point 5, 1. P, Q, R. Guys, again, I'm going to do as best I can to connect these without a straight edge. All right. So let's recall, what was the rule here, just in general terms. Guys, if we took something that was XY and we wanted to rotate it 90 degrees, believe we flipped the ordered pair, and we changed the sign of the y. Okay, so P, the new point, I'll use another color here. P prime is going to be, well, they're both 1s, but that first one's going to become negative now. So negative 1, 1. Q prime, okay, 5, 4, changing the sign of the first one, so negative 5, 4. And R prime, again, 1, 5, changing the sign of the first one, so negative 1, 5. Okay, guess we can plot those points. P prime is negative 1, 1. Negative 5, 4 is Q prime, and negative 1, 5 is R prime. And so as best we can, again, connecting those. I got a little cattywampus there, but all right. So, hopefully that was clear with you. Again, just using those rules from that front page. So that was a 90-degree. We flipped the ordered pair and changed the first one sign. Okay. Because here we're going to go with a 270-degree rotation. Okay, triangle JKL is shown at the right. What is the image of point J? So guys, we're focusing on just on one point here after a rotation 270 degrees. So if J is the point 3, negative 7, okay, we want to rotate it 270 degrees about the origin. The image, or J prime, is going to become what? As you recall, our XY ordered pair after a 270-degree rotation. And you flip the ordered pairs, but you change the sign of that X. So we're going to flip the ordered pairs. It's negative 7, comma, the 3, and we're changing that sign. So negative 7, negative 3. That would be the image of J. Guys, it didn't necessarily ask us to rotate all of them. It just asked for the image of J. So we don't have room on the graph to graph that. We're good there. Okay. I did want to take you guys through an example. I know some of you guys have been struggling because you don't have graph paper at home. Guys, that's understandable. I tried to make clear yesterday. Just asking you guys to do as best you can in cases like this. But let me do an example for you. So FGHJ has vertices 2, 1, 7, 1, 6, negative 3, and 1, negative 3. Got a feeling I'm going to need some room here. So 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, negative 3, and 1, negative 3. Okay, so this is F, G, H, J. All right, and we're going to rotate this 180 degrees about the origin. All right, so I was also trying to emphasize the main thing I want you guys to take away from this is how the ordered pairs are changing, guys. So if we're looking at F, G, H, J, guys, the point F is 2, 1. F prime is going to be what? Okay, guys, remember a 180 degree rotation, you just change both of their signs. Negative x, negative y. So it'll be -2, -1. Okay, so that'll be the point F prime there. And we're going to do the same with all the points. So G was 7, 1. So G prime will be -7, -1. And we've got to do H, which was 6, -3. So H prime will be -6. Sorry, not -3. It will be -6, +3. That was a good catch there. Guys, it's a negative. So again, it's changing the sign. So it'll become a +3. So -6, +1, 2, 3. That'll be our point H prime. And then lastly, J is the point 1, -3. Again, 180-degree rotation. J prime is going to be changing both signs, -1, +3. And as we can see, this parallelogram, really the same shape. We've only rotated it 180 degrees about the origin. All right. Guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, when you're graphing and you don't have graph paper, guys, do as best you can. Guys, I'm freehanding these. I think certainly with a straight edge, you guys can make them look pretty sharp. I know you can. So I know it can be frustrating. Do as best you can. Make it clear. Again, I want you guys to be able to show, what is happening to each point. You should be able to do that. Translations, rotations, reflections, you should be able to list what the new points are going to be. Okay? All right, hopefully this was helpful, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to put the discussion board back up again so you guys can throw out questions on there if you have any. I'll be checking that periodically throughout the day. Have a wonderful afternoon.